And a very good evening to you folks. Welcome to Speed Gaming. We bring you the next race in the Metroid Prime Randomizer 1 and 2 Cross Game Cup. Folks, we are bringing you a rematch tonight. This is Team Green versus Orange versus Aether Tablet. A match that was rescheduled due to a mishap that occurred in the previous match out of Aether Tablet's hands. Basically, Randavania ate a key item of theirs and they could not complete the seed. So Team Green versus Orange has agreed to a rematch, and that is that match tonight. So I'm here tonight with Baja Blood. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to this. Glad we did get to be able to get this rematch, because yeah, that was definitely unfortunate. Still even feel bad for Aether Tablet. They were doing pretty well in that previous match, even as I think a relatively significant underdog. But we'll see if they're able to pull off another performance like they did last week tonight as we get underway. Quick recap of the Racers Agreements. Not too much today. We have vanilla suit damage reduction on the Prime side, and on the Echo side, we have removed the multiplayer pickups.
Well, vanilla suit damage reduction might kick in. That's either a progressive suit or Phazon just chilling in the temple. It is a progressive suit.
Interesting. That is a nice thing to have right away.
And it looks like Echo's first hint reads that a space jump can be found in Temple Ground, so Echo's contains both space jumps. Okay, we're just starting off with suits literally everywhere. Well, something glowing like a Christmas tree under the ship. Really only one thing that can be if it's not light beam. All right, so yeah, we're starting this off with a little spice today here, folks. Echo's getting some immediate Dark Aether damage reduction here. And that's pretty big, considering that Echoes can sometimes go without energy tanks for a while.
Okay, sorry about that. Sync of the streams. Distracted.
No worries. But yeah, no, we've got definitely one of the more spicy starts here, but we're going to get our Artifact Temple check here. Discovering our first hints, and we get a Prime Energy Tank in the Temple. So yeah, as you mentioned before, RA is not particularly crazy, same as they were in the match prior. See, this is a rematch of, I believe, lower brackets round 2. So yeah, there is still quite a lot of prime rando to be seen in this category. All right, we've got our artifacts already. We start with Vent Shaft, Sacrificial Chamber, Plane of Dark Worship. I mean, that's fine. I mean, we already have a suit, honestly. Sank Entrance. Could be worse, could be better. That is a Echo's Missile in the Temple. Ruined Gallery. Okay, that's free. Gravity Chamber. Ew. That's pretty much a tough one no matter which side it's on. Torvus Temple Access. That's pretty much free. So far, these artifacts are not that bad, honestly. Like, the vast majority of these are quite reasonable.
Yeah, I honestly really like getting the info that Sank Entrance is required, but also not urgent is really nice, because sometimes that check comes into logic when you're a million miles away. And so knowing that you do need to do it eventually, but you can put it off until your partner is trying to, get your Phazon suit hint or beat final bosses is pretty nice.
Yeah, and these other two artifacts are pretty free too. They're Warrior's Walk and Vent Area A.
So while we were reading hints, we did get an X-ray visor from Alpha Splinter. Always tends to suggest something like a root cave item once Space Jump and Grapple turns up.
Indeed. Now we see Bash Prime doing an extended dash here immediately for the item in Temple Assembly Site, which is a energy tank. Definitely not unwelcome going into Aegon.
Not quite as urgent when you already have the dark suit. That's really nice to have your first C-tank before doing any of the dark Aegon stuff. But with dark suit, that's a little more reasonable. The enemies in the early game aren't as dangerous as the atmosphere.
I see that there is a Prime life support system in a Cursed Lake here. Could be a suit.
This is a very interesting play from Bash here. I honestly don't think I like this very much.
Oh, this
We're
is...
heading over to the GFMC crate.
Ooh, hold on. Morph Ball is up to 3 rooms away from Portal Access A.
Okay.
Is what the elevator hint reads there. So that's pretty likely to be free. So up to 3 from Portal Access A would basically place it anywhere between... I mean, it could actually technically be Mining Plaza, but I find that very unlikely. But it could be pretty much anywhere between Mining Plaza and... could it be in Command Center? No, but it could be in Central Mining.
Yep. So it's a very fortunate, I think, PB expansion on Team Green versus Orange. Having that PB expansion makes this play a lot more reasonable from Bash's side. Unfortunately, yeah, only an energy transfer module.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Prime sending super missiles immediately from grapple edge. Very, very nice to have those super missiles early.
I missed where that space jump was. Was that just in the elevator room?
Yes, it was.
Okay. So yeah, Bash going to be a little bit slower to that than Audra was, unfortunately. See if Bash is able to net anything out of logic here, chasing this powerbomb expansion. Yeah, this is kind of delaying the intended progression of the seed here a bit.
All right, so mining station access energy tank. So that's one of the places where Prime Morph Ball could have been.
And an amber coming in makes me think it's probably just in Sandcache. Audra, that'll probably be the next check Audra does here.
Sandcache is pretty reasonable. Where'd you say that amber translator was chilling at?
I'm guessing it was... Oh, no. Sure, actually. Somewhere from Prime. Maybe it was one of the half-type item?
It could have been Vault Ledge. Because
Yeah.
I don't think it was half-pipe. Unfortunately, I did not see what was in the mining station A check. Oh, I think that was Light Beam in Nursery.
Interesting. Just a dark ammo in Portal Access A.
And it looks like Audrax is not interested in reading the hint yet.
Yeah, you'll have to be back in there once you get bombs or something. Or if you end up in autological things to do, it could be okay to go read that hint. But I like kind of putting it off for now. Ice Beam and Storage Letter. I missed the letter, but...
that is Storage B, so it's locked by Dark Beam.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And there indeed is the Morph Ball in Sandcache.
Okay, so Storage B, not too out of the way. We're just, again, looking for a Dark Beam.
Mm-hmm.
Bash, in the meantime, is really pushing this power bomb. Is going to check Transport A access real quick.
Yeah, we'll see if this... Maybe we can still spike something good out of logic, but so far this has not looked like a successful attempted sequence break here.
Yeah, so far we've seen a couple of energy tanks, and there is a Torvis key.
Okay.
Curious. All right, and as you had predicted earlier, Sandcache just conveniently had Morph Ball. Ooh. Oh, that's where Amber Translator was. Shrine. Oh, so... Okay, Space Jump lets you get that in logic. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, it could expect you to go get it, fight the beetles and wait for Morph Ball.
It could have. But yeah. That's exactly what happened. They had a scenario like this in their previous match, where it's been a couple of weeks. I think we can refresh chat's memory on this one. Is that the logic was expecting Echoes to go to transport. Wait a minute. Hint. Dark Aegon's got another Morph Ball for Prime 1 related system. Interesting.
Otter gonna head back into Temple Grounds. Nothing else in logic here in Aegon at the moment.
Was that a energy tank in the tree? Uncle Reggie peeked it with X-ray visor, but I didn't get the best look. Yeah, it's an Echo Z.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, very healthy start to Echoes. We're still doing Dynamo Chamber here on Bash's end, I think.
Okay, so yeah, Bash is really trying to push this power bomb.
really committed to this E-dash too. The scanning this thing does not take very long.
Yeah, this is definitely burning more time for Bash than I think Green versus Orange would like at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're probably gonna be a little bit unhappy to see that space gem was just in the elevator room this whole time. Oh, but that's a nice little pickup there for Bash.
Okay, and that is locked by Morph Ball, so we know that is in play already. So hopefully Elias, actually, it would be really in Aether Tablet's best interests for Elias to maybe save real quick and then reset out.
Yeah, I think Otter does already have a couple PBs, so
that is true.
And they'll know that they're in logic, so I think it's pretty reasonable that Otter will chase into the rest of Temple Grounds after doing Dark Missile Trooper here. So I think Otter should be on track to get that space jump relatively quickly here.
And Watery Hall access containing Seeker missiles.
That's very, very good for Aether Tablet.
Supers and Seekers in the first 10 minutes is a very rare occurrence.
Yeah. But yeah, Audra is not a player that tends to do the wall crawl to hints. So nice bombs in Watery Hall here. See if Elias can get this slope jump. Nicely done. But as I was saying, yeah, Audra, without tending to do the hints wall crawl, is more reliant on supers and seekers turning up. So I think it's actually very good for them that both are in play already. That kind of nullifies some of the advantage Bash might have otherwise been able to get by sequence breaking to the Sky Temple Gateway area.
Indeed. And with I'm just trying to think about what's stopping us from, I mean, obviously beams, but we'd also need either bombs or light beam to access the meeting grounds area from here, so...
Yeah, although we know that the light beam's in logic now, yeah? Because we found the bombs.
That's true, actually. And in fact, I would wager that's where Elias is probably backtracking to right now.
Mm-hmm.
So wow, we have meeting grounds access already. We could get the item in... well, we can't get the item in Lagoon. We have no screw attack for air underwater yet.
That's true. Yeah, we are surprisingly close to having Front of Torvus access.
Prime could keep themselves busy for the moment, though, because we do have various suit, morph ball, and bombs, and space jump, so we could go all the way to... we can go all the way to Fendrana with this equipment. Something of significance in Vault that looks to be Dark Beam.
Okay. Wow. So both beams locked by bombs here.
And that locks... and that, we know, leads to Ice Beam in Storage B. Now, can Audra reach that? Yes. With main power bombs, that's in logic.
Yeah, Audra just needs to go get her space jump out of Dynamo Chamber, which I assume we're going to be checking in just a second here.
Well, actually, she doesn't even need main power bombs. You could just space jump Dark Beam now. So...
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. This is a very curious opener for this seed.
So once again, this is a seed where the Echo's bombs can be kind of late, which are it's always kind of interesting. But otherwise... oh, ooh. Or maybe they're not.
It is a Prime 2 major upgrade. It could just be bombs.
Yeah.
We know it's not Light Beam.
And actually, thinking about it, with the supers and both beams, we actually have access to all of the Jump Guardian area right now, just by heading through the Battleground side.
Was that a boost ball in... was that Prime boost ball in Storage Cavern? I couldn't quite make it out there. It looked like... that looked like a Prime 1 missile-related upgrade in Reliquary, which is dead. Anyway... I got sidetracked earlier since we have an extra minute, so to bring Chad up to speed on what happened in the race a couple of weeks ago, we had a logic conundrum where Echoes was expected to get Prime's bombs in Transport A access, and they did not have Emerald Translator or Dark Visor Seekers, and Seeker missiles were locking Dark Visor, so that route was just not going to be an option yet. Echoes was expected to wait for Prime to send them Echo Visor and Annihilator Beam, courtesy of those bombs, so that they could get Emerald Translator in Profane Path in order to get out from that roadblock.
Yeah, the point of no return checks don't come up too often, but they can get you. You got to be aware that the game can't expect you to lock yourself in somewhere to get something for your partner, find you the key to escape.
All right, we see a Sky Temple key in Frigate Crash Site. We've seen a couple of Sky Temple keys already. We saw one in Gathering Hall as well. So we've now seen 2 Sky Temple keys.
Bash heading into labs here. Unfortunately, no Dark Beam in hand. Not going to be able to grab that Ice Beam for Reggie here.
Yeah, in fact, in order to proceed any further through the area, he's either going to have to wait for Reggie to get bombs and then Ice Beam. Unless, where were bombs again?
Lower Watery Hall. So presumably Reggie's pretty much going to be on his way there. I don't think there's much else to... Oh, maybe not. Change of plans. Where are we going?
This looks to be... I know he's already seen Fiery Shores. I think he's seen Fiery Shores.
Oh, we haven't done Root Gate area yet. Okay.
Yeah, with the early X-Ray Visor and Space Jump already in tow, the only thing keeping this out of logic right now is Grapple.
Yeah, I like getting these done while you're in the area. Ooh,
What kind of...
Put some down there.
That was an interesting dash.
Ooh. Gravity boost already in logic. Oh, gosh.
This seed is actually screaming Torvus, and with Dark Beam in tow, we now have very large Torvus access. This,
yeah, that's interesting. I mean, obviously we're interested. Like, I'm interested in Torvus, but we have to go get that Ice Beam and that kind of. And then once you're in labs, like, do you really just leave? But
it's a very good question because
tough. Yeah.
All right, looks like Audra's looking to scan dash their way back here. Very nicely done.
Yeah. Cleanly executed there.
Oh, hi, Phazon Suit. Nice of you to just be chilling in Arbor Chamber.
Okay, that's a nice sequence break there.
Instant max damage resistance reduction.
Yeah, 50%, pretty much doubling our effective health pool. Very nice to have this early on. I didn't even realize the super... I forgot when I signed up for this that this was instead of the Super Bowl. But yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, this is... I mean, I'm looking at Echoes in particular right now, and there is a lot they can do right now, even without bombs. Mm-hmm. Like, they have Torvus access. They could go to lower Torvus. Could they? Even without bombs?
Lower Torvus, I think, needs bombs, because we need bombs to get to Transport Center side, and we need bombs to...
and you need bombs to...
access.
Yeah, so we either need to... Yeah, because we can't trip the energy controller and get the item there without... Elias has frozen a bit here.
Yeah, we have a decent chunk of Upper Torvus. We have pretty much all of Dark Aegon. That's probably the stuff I'm the most interested in here.
Yeah.
And, oh no.
We do know there is a... looks like Elias just had a internet hiccup here. We do know there is a Echoes major item in Doomed Entry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and almost anything we can find at this point is pretty good. Either the ball up, any ball upgrade is really solid here. Like an emerald or something would be great.
Yeah, we are of course also looking for Screw Attack.
Indeed.
Yeah, it looks like because of the stream issues, Elias is actually a bit ahead of us here. But it has revealed some useful information in that there was a Prime Energy Tank in Transport Tunnel A. We're going to see an early Pod W here from Audraxis, which is going to net the both the artifact, and there is a potential Prime Suit in this area as well, which is not in play courtesy of lack of Dark Visor.
Yeah. Oh, right. They haven't read hints, have they? I was going to say this feels premature to me if you knew that the artifact was here, but I don't think they know that. I think only Reggie's read hints so far.
Correct. We get another important frame there revealing that Shorelines Under the Ice contains an energy tank. And it looks like that That's another good freeze frame saying there's another energy tank in the lighthouse.
We're getting remarkably lucky with this slideshow.
And yeah, as I think you and chat agrees, that we could have very buried Echoes bombs today.
Yeah, our best shot is that they're just chilling in doomed entry. But yeah, especially once we get another major there, that's going to open up even more things to do potentially. So yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah, if
okay.
If it's not doomed entry, then yeah, we could be potentially hunting everywhere in Dark Aegon and most of Torvis. Because I'm trying to think. Yeah, Lower Torvis we need bombs to get to.
Okay, so yeah, Reggie isn't going to press on with these bombs. He's going to make the same play as Elias. Turn around, head back for those beams. Or, well, actually, yeah, has Reggie scouted Vault? But at the very least, we know that light beam is there, and getting that now does seem wise.
All right, I have no idea what that is in Mining Plaza.
I think that was a missile, but I wouldn't put too much money on that.
Having another quick look for you. Yeah, it appears to be an Echoes missile tank.
Yeah, Reggie is beelining this light beam here. We'll have that for Bash shortly. Bash making another loop through Temple Grounds here. What do we still have? Are we going all the way back to Windchamber Gateway?
I hope not, because Audraxis did that already, and there wasn't anything of significance.
Yeah, and that check's not even in the logic. Interesting. We just want this hint.
All right, Gallery Tunnel, I think we already know this is an artifact.
And both runners now have the information Reliquary is dead this seed, just a prime missile expansion. Yeah, Audra heading straight into labs. Makes a ton of sense with the hints we have. We know this is where the good stuff is. Now, Ice Beam doesn't really do anything for Elias here, but maybe we'll say a save warp here.
I think the only thing that gives Elias right this minute is, I want to say, oh, it's Far Chozo. Because you can do that without wave. It's a couple things. Yeah, it's Hall of the Elders and Antechamber at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, the climbing up through Frigate Crash Site is not beginner logic, but it is an entirely reasonable thing to do here. Get you right into the Farches area that you weren't able to clean up before. In fact, Elias... Did Elias even... I don't even know if Elias has done, like, Zoid yet.
I don't believe so, no.
Yeah.
And we are being told that... we're being told that from the sound of it, Elias's stream on his end is actually okay. So it sounds like it is an SG issue. So we are going to work to get that resolved for you, so bear with. While Drax is going straight into Doomed Entry, the item in question is Annihilator Beam.
Ew.
Curious. I mean, we actually kind of can't do much with that.
Yeah, like, that actually puts nothing in logic. That's
not
exactly what we were hoping for.
Yeah, like we can't even get to storage to Incash 2 right now because we're missing even without Screw Attack, even with the Scan Dash there, we are missing bombs.
Exactly, yep.
Because, yeah, either you need to bomb or wall boost, and that doesn't sound like fun, but that's yet another ETM.
Yeah, I expect we'll see Audra finish up this play all the way, take care of Jump Guardian and all that stuff. And then, yeah, if we still haven't found bombs at the end of all that, we do have Front Torus available to us.
Yeah, and on top of that, on your way over, you could just route in GFMC ship.
That's not a bad thought. Yeah, we have Light Beam and Supers to open up the shortcut back through the Wind Chambers.
Yeah, an Annihilator Beam will make this battleground fight very easy if it is something significant, which it is not. Oh, never mind. I looked at it, saw the orange, and thought it was a missile tank.
Looks like we're not going to be using the Annihilator here.
I think Audra might have just forgotten that she just was given or just picked up Annihilator Beam.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Annihilator does make this fight very easy.
Light Beam's still pretty efficient here, especially if we can get a couple of the Ing Warriors to walk into the supercharged portals. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, really didn't lose much time there at all.
Yeah. All right, next stop.
Missiles, yep.
Yeah, next stop, Warriors Walk. And yeah, she just wants an extra missile refill here, so that way she can get out to the Jump Guardian region. And I don't know what that is in Central Mining. We knew this was a artifact already. All right, it looks like Elias is heading in the direction of Zoid now. Either that or is heading out of Zoid. Oh no, this is this Farchozo? This is Farchozo.
Yeah, I think Elias must have done taken a save warp. Hopefully nothing was in Ice Ruin's East Spider Track, because now that's actually pretty hard to get back to. We do now have access to that. And yep, Bash. I don't think Audra got this hint, but Bash did get the hint that the Battleground Ink Cache is dead, just an ETM.
Yeah, so far Ink Caches haven't been playing too significant a part, besides the potential gravity suit in Accursed Lake. That's about it. Nothing of importance on Jump Guardian. We can't even pick up this item in here in Junction Site, courtesy of a lack of Spider Ball and Bombs. Bombs could be an Ink Cache 4. I think that's actually where they were the last race.
Is Audra done Trial Tunnel?
Audraxis has not done Trial Tunnel, I don't think.
That's a bit interesting. Could just be that we're planning to... We can route it in last, I suppose, and then just save warp out of the near and Norway save station. Hopefully we haven't just forgotten it. We did kind of enter this area through an unusual method, which can throw off your usual routing patterns. So hopefully this isn't an error here.
All right, well, she is turning around. Now, she is going to be able to pop out back into Portal Terminal via the cutscene trigger here after peeking Crossroads, which appears to be a missile.
Okay, looks like we are heading back for a Trial Tunnel here.
We're also seeing the Hall of the Elders check on the side of Elias.
Oh, gross.
Grapple Beam in Ice Ruins East. That's not insignificant.
Yeah,
Given that,
oh, go ahead.
Given that we're still kind of missing the screw attack.
Yeah, there are scenarios where grapple can lock screw attack.
Oof, Bash missed the Super's door. Has to go back.
Oh, feels bad. Yeah, C has been very stingy with Echo's missiles here. Aldra's only at 10, I believe. Oh, no, both runners at 15 now.
Not anymore.
No. Yeah, think a few more.
So what else? All right, so let's plan this. I think actually, yeah, I think we're just about as good as we're gonna get now with Aegon. I think besides maybe checking Dark Samus, yeah, you just dip and go to Torvis. Actually, no, you don't even check Dark Samus. Oh no, you have Dark Beam. You can get out. Never mind. I was gonna say you can't even BSJ up storage up main reactor without bombs, but we have Dark Beam, so that's not a big deal. And I think that's what Audraxis is doing. I think she's going to check Dark Samus, and then that's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward to route this all in. I can see not wanting to leave the one check behind here.
Ooh, looks like it looks like Lower Furnace had a Dark Visor.
Okay. It's a little awkward timing-wise, because Audra might get baited into turning around here and finding the ETM, because I don't think Audra has the hint.
She does not, but she also hasn't gotten it yet because it hasn't. Again, Elias is very significantly far ahead at the moment.
Oh, it came in right as the portal entry. Oof. Well, that might actually be a good thing, because Audra can just get the hint, maybe. Yeah, literally during the portal transition, the Dark Razor comes in. Oops.
Ouch. Can we reset Elias on the SG stream? Because apparently he's doing fine on his own stream.
I am not familiar enough with the tools to know what may or may not help here, I guess.
All right. Ooh, Sky Temple key and storage D. All right. This seed is looking kind of fast, not gonna lie.
Yeah, three artifacts, 3 SDKs already. And we found a good chunk of the go mode items already.
Yeah, and the artifacts are incredibly reasonable right now.
Dark Oasis dead as well. Couldn't quite tell what that was in main research or main reactor. Yeah, it looks like so Team Green versus Orange is kind of on the same track, but Aether Tablet leading the way a little bit. I think kind of coming down to that early Temple Grounds play from Bash. I think setting them back a little bit, but they may well be able to kind of make this up just on movement alone. We may end up in a pretty close race again here, in just a few minutes, as Prime players are kind of running out of checks. Oh, we have a main power bomb on Zoid. That's interesting.
Lol. Zoid having the big bombs today.
Yeah. So that is at least one new check in Magmore, assuming that's our first. Right. That is our first PB. In
I just pinged the. And I think Jay is on it as well. I just pinged the volunteer role in the SG Discord, so we've got at least 2 people. Hopefully that'll get our slideshow issues resolved soon.
Audra's staying in Aegon here. Interesting. Off to, so we can get a visual. Well,
yeah, go the long way. She also just realized. I don't think you can't even do anything here. Like,
yeah, we can get the visual check on Mine Shaft, which might be the play that she's making.
Can you slope jump over the second gate here? Guess not.
Yeah, I think it is only backwards that you can go with a slope jump alone. Yeah, looks like Audra's going to do this one visual check. But yeah, we're, I think, looking to probably just save Orp here. There's really not much else to do here in Aegon.
All right.
Don't fall! Oh,
That's a problem.
That's a bold move. Did we save?
I hope bombs are just chilling in storage A.
I mean, it's possible.
I think Audra saved in Dark Aegon, question mark?
If so, I don't hate this play at all. We get all the checks in this area.
Is that another ETM? We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty. All right, storage A contains Wave Beam.
Oh, that's
wow.
Huge.
That is an incredibly lucky break for Aether Tablet.
Yeah, Bash better hope that's hinted, because I don't know when I make that play.
Wow, a bombless mining station B play to give Wave Beam, and now Audra resets here. I think that was intentional. I think Elias is kind of, well, they might, yeah. I don't know whose idea that was, but that was an absolutely brilliant play, and it looks like based on the in-game time, Audra's losing a minute at best.
Yeah, and this is the kind of, like, Audra has so much racing experience, and this is the kind of play I kind of expect her to be able to come up with, where, our team is potentially at a movement disadvantage, a trick disadvantage. What are the ways that we can get really far ahead, such that even if they can out executed us a little bit, that we can still pull off a win. And that's one of them. That sure is a huge advantage. Elias now with a ton of the game open.
Yeah, he can do pretty much everything through and including Farfandrana.
And like,
with some exceptions.
If you assume that you're going to wait for bombs for Bash to go do that, like bombs are going to open, like you said, lower Torvus is going to be open. The whole rest of we have so much of Torvus open. So like, and you're going to be in Torvus presumably when you find bombs. I'm kind of assuming they're there at this point.
Well,
when do you go back to Aegon? No way.
Here's
Bash doing this?
Well,
no way.
Here's an even dumber thing. Bombs could be behind that wave beam.
Oh
you could be potentially you could be
true.
Expected to wait in mining station B until you are given bombs. Nice grapple beam hint. That is the prime grapple beam hint. It is 2 rooms away from, what did that say?
Artifact of Elder, which I don't remember which one that was. Someone could do a VOD dive if they wanted.
Okay. Oh, and apparently Echo's Spider Ball was also behind Zoid.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that come through. That's really nice. It is one of the items we need on the Echo side for Go mode, unless you want to do very, very terrible final bosses.
All right, and yeah, Bash is just going for it. I am
shocked that both runners went for this. Wow.
I agree, especially with Torvus access. I'm very surprised that Bash Prime went in this direction. Again, we know it's a great play.
And to answer a question in chat, yes, you are not ever expected to soft lock in this way. Now, what can happen is that if you go down here and get an item for your partner, that item can unlock your partner's ability to get you something that frees you. So it is possible that Wave Beam is locking Echo's bombs.
Okay, so Aegon, Dark Torvus, and was that Great Temple? Oh yeah, Great Temple's where we found our first Torvus key. So Aegon and Dark Torvus contain our other 2 Torvus keys. So they're all in Echoes.
Interesting.
Yes, very interesting. So, well, we've now tossed the entirety of Aegon that we have in play without bombs. So I don't think we have to quite concern ourselves with a Dark Torvus Temple check yet. Junk missile-related upgrade in Poison Bog.
It looks like Audra did skip on heading to the GFMC ship item. Did beeline straight into Torvus here. So that is something we still have hanging over our heads here as a potential location for these Echoes bombs.
That's probably one of the more likely spots they could be. Oh, right, no Emerald Translator.
Boost. I need grapple.
Oops.
Let's get your boost. LMAO.
Sorry about that.
Got a little hot mic.
Oh, so it did at least remind us that it did at least enlighten us that it is Prime Boost over there in Path of Roots, though. So can't fault Aldraxis for that. It's good info.
Yep.
Now, that being said, we know where Echo's Grapple Beam currently is. It's in Ice Ruins East. Now, I think Elias knows that as well. Because I could have sworn he at least peeked the neighborhood. But we're going to get a Tower of Light check, which I think, yeah, this is new information because we didn't see Reggie check this because obviously no Wave Beam. A very needed energy tank for Elias. I just realized he was running 110 HP.
Refill. And yeah, bombs could be here in Tower Chamber. That would be truly terrible. No, just a pair of E-tanks here.
Yeah, bombs anywhere behind Wave Beam would be absolutely dumb right now. You know where else bombs could be? That stupid Torvus Temple access.
Yeah, we need help. We need screw attack, I think, logically, to get up there. Because what Otter is attempting here is not in logic, and is very difficult. This slope jump is terrible. Yeah, we're actually we don't really have anything to do in Torvus without screw attack. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. We're kind of stuck here. I guess no better time like the present to go back to GFMC ship. Yeah, I think Wavebeam is locking bombs right now.
Yeah,
Unless they're just chilling on the ship.
I didn't realize how few things we had accessible to us. Wait, have we have we scanned the file? No, we don't have.
We can't get there, no bombs.
Right.
Bash just wanted to check war ritual grounds courtesy of Dark Visor seeker missiles.
Yeah, that was an option too.
I mean, at this point for Echoes, they are almost completely in BK mode. Ooh, nice slope jump in Hall of the Eyes. Not Hall of the Eyes, sorry, Abandoned Base.
Yeah, I guess if the runners were paying more attention to the logic than I was, that does make the dive into storage A lot more reasonable. If you only had like 2 or 3 things in logic anywhere else in the sea, like dropping down there for the couple checks does make a lot more sense. I just like was thinking more in Torvus was in logic than it actually was. But yeah, we don't without Screw Tech to climb Great Bridge, we're kind of stuck.
Yeah, I forgot about the Great Bridge climb. It's also very uncommon we get this late of a screw attack. Like, screw attack typically shows up quite early. This has been an interesting seed. So it front-loaded us with all the missile upgrades and beams, especially for Echoes, but we're missing the important stuff like bombs and screw attack.
Oh god, you know what? It could be in Phazon grounds with behind that grapple. That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Ew. That's a dumb spot. And we have Annihilator Beam too, so Phazon grounds is Echo Visor.
True, yep. Oh, Naya step ahead of me there. Thought of that before I did. Elias does sequence break that Varia suit before heading down into Magmor. Both Prime players are going to be pretty much off to the races here.
Yeah, there's a lot they can do right now. Like, without Plasma Beam and with Spider Ball in tow, yeah, like, they have almost the entire game open. Everything down to MQA. They don't need to do spiderless shafts. Elite not control access. Elite research is going to be a pain without boost, unless Bash is about to pick up Prime boost. So actually, Elite research is going to look pretty good for Uncle Reggie pretty soon. Yeah, Uncle Reggie's going to be cooking here. I mean, both Prime runners are going to be cooking, but Uncle Reggie's at least going to have a little less trouble.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see which direction, because there often ends up being like 2 really long routes you can take once you have Wave and Ice, which is like you can go like Farchozo into Mines into Fen, or you can go Fen into Mines into Farchozo and Life Grove area, and those result in you getting to those areas at very different times than your opponent if you choose differently. Looks like Elias is interested in Fen.
All right, the GFMC ship is not the answer.
Alright, so yeah, Phazon grounds?
It's either Phazon grounds or it's behind Wavebeam.
Otter doesn't know this is in logic, because we haven't found that grapple. Or no, Elias saw the grapple, presumably.
I assume that's where Elias, I'm assuming that's where he's going right now, after doing the rest of these Magmor checks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that something? No, that's like a missile tank, yeah.
Yeah, Otter may go for this roll jump, but yeah, maybe asking for the grapple just as a fail-safe here, because that roll jump is not particularly easy.
Oh yeah, because she can't even BSJ.
Right.
So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even attempt this. I would just stay put. Like, personally, I don't know that roll jump. I would BSJ, but I don't. But again, no bombs. Yeah, this looks like you need to be. This looks like the camera even needs to not be straight here.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, because you have a limited amount of room you can fall before you like land on the thing, but you still need to get the camera occluded. So yeah, I don't hate going for it until the grapple, but yeah, I like that Elias is prioritizing getting this grapple to put this in logic, because yeah, it's so likely that this is something at this point.
All right, now Bash is going to pod W with Dark Visor in tow this time, so he will be able to check the life support system in a Cursed Lake. This could be gravity, which, for all we know, we need it for at least an artifact.
Oh, we get it. We got the roll jump, but didn't quite have the speed.
Bummer.
should be all right. Elias is moments away from this grapple. Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
head back to Ice Ruins East.
And Aldraxis has a lot of energy left, so she has some time to figure this out.
Oh, so
Ooh,
close.
just missed the horizontal distance there. Man, we've had so much to talk about in the last, like, almost hour now already, that I haven't had time to sip my soda. You know it's a good match when you're so busy chatting away that you forget your drink.
All right, there we go. Is it bombs in Phazon grounds?
No. Definitely doesn't look bright enough to be bombs.
Is that?
It's a visor upgrade. Is it?
No,
No, never mind. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a missile tank. I thought like it had up high and low things. Yeah, it's a beam tank. It's a beam tank.
So what? It's
It's behind
Flagra,
wave beam.
or it was behind wave beam, because that's so bad. Flagra, I think, is the only logical check that doesn't require that soft block for us at this point. But neither Prime player I think is going to be super interested in Flagra here with the whole game open to them.
All right, that was a Prime E tank in Ice Ruins West, and I saw Ice Ruins East was also nothing significant. So nothing Plasma Beam is. Plasma Beam isn't important just yet.
Oh, the grapple gets the boost ball.
Right, that's pretty big because that gives you Observatory into Farfandrana, no less.
Yeah, so that's a nice pickup there, or a nice pivot save there, I guess. That's what I mean to say. From Audrey
Indeed, indeed. So yeah,
But-
both Echoes players both Echoes players after this are now in BK mode. There is absolutely nothing else they can do until they are given bombs or screw attack.
Yeah, there are some amount of shenanigans we can do with our friend Robert, the Sandworm and Aegon. We can get out of bounds and go some places there. But there's also, I guess, the Secret World in Aegon Temple. But yeah, short of some wall crawling in Aegon, I really can't think of much we can do. There is the very bad slope jump into a scan dash that Otter was attempting there, trying to get on top of that Emerald Gate and Great Bridge, dashing over to the bridge. That is very difficult in my opinion.
I'll take your word for it. All right, we got Research Lab Hydra coming up here. So yeah, now we've got the entirety of labs. Nothing.
Oh, I totally did not realize we had Prime Supers. That's nice.
Oh yeah, Prime Supers were actually in a really nice spot. They were in Magmore somewhere, I think. Were they in Magmore or were they in... They were very early. Triclops Pit. Thank you, chat.
Okay.
To answer your question, chat, only not Phazon, Warwichel Grounds was in Logic for Sky Temple Grounds. For the Sky Temple Gateway area. Everything after that, we need bombs.
Yep, need bombs to get through that Morph Ball Tunnel room.
So yeah, and it's like we are missing like one item for Echoes to really keep themselves busy, because right now, Bash can't go from here, for example, to Forgotten Bridge due to not having Boost Ball to wall boost up Boost Ball at bombs with wall boosting.
Yeah, Bash going for this ledge clip jump. This would make progress here too. So you can kind of get a jump on this ledge while kind of preserving your upwards momentum from jumping from the ledge below, and you can actually get enough height doing this that you can get all the way up to that platform up there.
This is similar to how task jump works, yeah? Oh, he got it.
So that's big. That does open up quite a bit more in Torvis for us.
All right, energy tank in abandoned work site. We're gonna get not dark, but Forgotten Bridge here, but we can get dark Forgotten Bridge, no problem. We can scan dash our way across the bridge. And this contains yet another energy tank. You think we're good on energy tanks today? I have the slightest hunch that we're good on energy tanks.
Are pretty healthy. So They're going to take care of this fight in case we ever need to use the portal terminal later. We at least don't need to bother fighting these pirates.
To answer your question, chat, yes, Boost Ball could get us into Sanctuary. Because yeah, we don't need bombs because we automatically get let out of the boost slots. We could do bombs could be in bombs can't be in Sank entrance. We already know it's an artifact. But yeah, Boost Ball could get us into Sanctuary. We can get everything from Sank entrance to main research. Actually, main research needs bombs too. That's a dark ammo tank in Venomous Pond. So far, nothing of significance coming from this sequence break here.
Yeah.
Once again. So yeah, we can't even BSJ into the back of Torvis because we're, again, still missing the B.
Yeah.
There's Echo Visor.
Wow! That's a disgusting bombs location. All the way up.
Security cave?
Wow.
Trash.
Wait, where was the Prime Grapple? Because I'm pretty sure that's Prime Grapple locked in logically.
2 rooms away from Artifact of Elder, question mark? We're VOD diving. Bear with.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that movement is beginner? A Curse Lake. Okay, Curse Lake's in logic. Wait, I thought a Curse Lake was a life support, not a movement.
Yeah, Curse Lake was not grapple.
Oh, it's prime movement. Okay.
Oh, it did? I thought it was prime life support. Okay, never mind. So, in layman's terms, bombs were, in fact, behind Wave Beam.
That is true. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Or wait, no. Is there a way to Far from Drana without Wave?
No. Yeah, you need Wave for sure.
Friends and folks of Speed Gaming, we present to you complete trash.
It looked so good at the start. I mean, luckily both teams made the play.
Yeah, because it's only a matter of time now before Elias is about to now get bombs as well, which that will give Audraxis may route this into hints. Bash is just looking to get out of Dark Torvis now.
Yeah.
That was some fancy ether jump in there.
Yeah, Team Green versus Orange have, I think, pulled a little bit ahead here. Reggie a little bit farther along into Fen. Bash also has cleared a little more of Upper Torvis. But the progression on both sides is pretty much equivalent at this point.
Indeed. All right, so we've seen a reset from Audraxis. Now, if the last safety save from them is in Lagoon again, just like it was before, then she could just immediately turn around and check her hints.
Yeah,
and it looks like that is exactly where their pivot save is.
And Bash may be having the same thought here. So we're going to get kind of simultaneous hints, I think.
Yeah, this will give us our remaining shopping list. Now, we know where Echo Visor is. Really, there's not a whole lot we're looking for. We're looking for Plasma Beam for Prime, at most. And for Echoes, we're looking for, I mean, assuming we do need other things. We could be looking for a light suit, boost ball, cobalt translator, emerald translator. Emerald translator is skippable. Although that might put Aether Tablet at a disadvantage if emerald translator is required, because I'm fairly certain that Bash Prime could skip that with BSJing Forgotten Bridge.
Audra may know that one as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, in any case, we're always looking for screw attack, so that we are missing at least one item in both games.
Yeah, that's true. To answer question, chat, most of the Prime artifacts are actually really good. The only one that's kind of a problem right now, actually, we need boost anyway because we had to go to Sank Entrance.
That's absolutely right.
Sank Entrance is probably the biggest pain in the backside right now. There's also one on Grapple Guardian, and in fact, Elias is just enlightening Aether Tablet to these hints.
Vent Shaft, Grapple Guardian, Sank Entrance.
Vent Shaft is a little out of the way, but I think if you're Elias, you're probably heading to Mines in a few minutes anyway.
Yeah, Torvus Temple access, that's free now the bomb showed up.
Alright, we are seeing Defiled Shrine here.
Inventory A, okay.
Missiles. Alright, Bash Prime in the meantime, the first to Sky Temple Gateway. 5 unknown Sky Temple keys to read here. Let's see it. We have Quarantine Cave. Hey, Uncle Reggie, you gotta go back and fight Thardus. Sentinel's Path, that's actually free. So
yeah, that does mean Aether Tablet needs to track down the Echo.
It does, which means Audraxis needs to go back to find their Echo Visor in Putrid Alcove. Torvus Temple, that's free.
This is actually great timing for Aether Tablet, though. They're going to learn that Thardus is required just as Elias is about to have to make that decision about whether or not to do it.
And the last two are Main Quarry and Arrow Training Site. This, folks, I believe, is seed solved.
Yeah.
Well,
just
it's
a beam and a screw attack.
Keys
yeah.
solved. Yeah, this is keys solved. So yeah, the keys are free today, folks. We're just looking for Plasma Beam and Screw Attack. And I think right now Screw Attack is the biggest wild card because it can be virtually anywhere in Prime if Plasma shows up first. On the flip side, Echoes has quite a few things still locked out courtesy of a lack of translators. But yeah, we're seeing Reggie turn around for Thardus.
This actually, that little bit of just kind of how things worked out actually evened a lot of the gap between Reggie and Elias. Reggie having to do that backtrack actually ate up a lot of the lead he had. They're both going to be doing the Thardus fight at the same time now.
And that's, you mean by that, the backtrack for Grapple Beam?
Reggie was attempting to skip Thardus for now and was heading back into, and went into Magmor, but had to turn around once the hint came through. And so needing to turn around, whereas Elias just came straight here because he already knew by the time he was at the elevator. Yes. Yeah. So it's a close race, very close race. Only real advantage is that Echo, which I assume Otter is pretty close to stumbling into, just because Upper Torvus is pretty dense for us right now.
Yeah, I think you stay in Torvus right now, because you could toss the whole place in Torvus, minus the back of Torvus without Emerald. But if you could BSJ past Forgotten Bridge, that's not a problem. Although a boost ball would be pretty nice right now. Not to mention, again, we need it for Sank Entrance. That actually, boost ball is the big wild card right now, because we can now get into Sank via the other way. So boost ball can be virtually anywhere now.
Yeah, that'll be interesting too, because I know, because Bash may be willing to do a cannonball wall crawl or something like that if Screw Attack turns up, but boost is hard to find. So that could be a potential factor that advantages Team Green versus Orange.
Yeah, right now our Echoes runners are basically tied up.
Yeah, the big advantage Bash has is having cleared out Upper Dark Torvus already. But that doesn't take too long.
If we get a vanilla Emerald translator, can I laugh?
That would be that'd be interesting.
Because
that's very nice. This, man, I hate being in this situation as the Echoes player too. You have so dang much of your seed open, and you have no more hints.
Yeah, I think that is probably my biggest fear in Echoes seed is when a significant amount of your major progression is unhinted, and you just can't figure it out.
Yeah, at the very least, our Prime players do still have plenty to do, so at least they're not sitting around unable to do anything. They've got all the mines and far talent and stuff to clear. Both runners into Torvus Energy Control. And hello, Plasma! Alright, well... have fun, Prime.
Sure. Alright, well,
they...
Prime, have fun full clearing literally your whole game looking for 2 items.
Yep, yeah, as long as you're comfortable with Suitless Frigate, you can do literally everything in your game at this point.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And you already, 4 and 6 keys already. We've already done the, more than half of our key cleanup.
Yeah, both runners are going to pick up this artifact here, and I think they might just both go to Lower Torvus. I mean, by their minds, Lower Torvus is the most dense.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, because there weren't any artifacts or SDKs in Upper Dark Taurus, so if Audra is wanting to play this somewhat aggressively, being only go -2,
Bash ran
that
out of
is a
missiles.
corner to cut. Unfortunate. So
That's been a bit of a problem for Bash Prime today.
So Sentinel's Path could turn into a problem here.
Well, Sentinel's Path is... Well, yeah, it's required in that sense for a key, but... Yeah, right now we want to just hope that either Audraxis A... this is not a Torvus key. Yep, Inghive. We want to hope that either Emerald Translator shows up down here in Lower Torvus so that a hint points to Echo for Audraxis, or that she just makes the decision to bounce back up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're getting a save from Bash Prime. I wonder if this is meant to be a pivot save here.
Oh, right. Yeah, we can't really do Gathering Hall properly, can we? In fact, we can't really do it at all.
What's in Gathering Hall?
It's just a... No, it's... Never mind.
It's Power Bomb, yeah.
Yes, to answer question, Echo is required for a SDK in Sentinel's Path.
All right, Uncle Reggie, in the meantime, has picked up the Vent Shaft artifact, but he is not choosing to go further. I guess wants to clear out the rest of Upper Mines first.
Yeah, I like this. There are no artifacts that were hinted in, or SDKs in Lower Mines. We're pretty close to go mode. There's a decent chance that you just stumble onto the couple things you need while you're hunting down all the known artifacts and SDKs, so why not get them first and hope you can just get everything else you need on Path.
I remember a decision similar to this, deciding my race, my second race versus Competence Inc. At the tail end of Swiss. I think Arrow decided to commit to Lower Mines, and that ended up having our Go Mode light suit.
Ooh.
So it's very interesting to see if it could be either or. So Upper Mines or Lower Mines could be the answer, but I'd be very surprised if it's not lower. I'd be very surprised, honestly, if there's not something in Lower Mines. Personally,
yeah. I mean,
I think there's progression phase on Mining Tunnel. Just saying.
I mean, Plasma was one of the last things we found in this logic chain, so the odds that the next thing is behind Plasma is relatively high, and the bulk of the Plasma objects in the game are down there.
All right, we do not need Screw Attack for the item in Under Temple. And it looks like Audraxis had a peek at TT East.
We are getting this divergence. Elias does seem interested in Lower Mines. Nice PV drops there. Oh,
so with Audraxis in this case, the only way she can get to this Morph Ball slot is by doing a slope jump off of this Morph Ball's track. Because she does not have Screw Attack, she does not have Boost Ball. Like so. Alright, that's an Aegon key. Yeah, we have had very little we have had no boss hints, actually. I think the only always hint we've had so far is the Torvus keys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Elias is continuing down into Lower Mines, so this could be a big difference maker in this race if something is down here. or if something is not, depending on which team you're rooting for.
Yeah, Storage Depot A, now a check coming up from Uncle Reggie. Central Dynamo contains the other, another Aegon key. That's 2.
Ugh, that's a gross key. Because now you feel good to do this maze, but we don't even know if this is required. It probably isn't, but you can't really take that chance. Oh boy, what a maze. Oh no. Oh no,
That's
the
a
bait!
dead end. The whole thing is a dead end. You got to go back to square one.
Oh no. Oh my god, and that other pool is so far away. If this isn't one of those mazes that gets like shortcut, this is.
Oh, it's literally just a 17 square maze. Sure, game. Sure. BTW, there's another Torvus key in Undertemple, so that's the Dark Torvus key. We know the last Torvus key is in Aegon somewhere, which is now in play courtesy of bombs. All right, that was funny.
Yeah. Lies. Getting all the guaranteed drops here in... What? Door, please. Getting all the guaranteed drops here to be well set on power bombs for the rest of our mines.
Andraxis, in the meantime, is also doing the Powerbomb Guardian play. We're getting an alarmingly large amount of red keys in short order now.
Mm-hmm. And no means to get these hints about what the bosses actually have, aside from just doing them. Unless the translator decides to show up.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance that Boost Ball or Screw Attack is on a boss right now.
Answer question in chat. Our Go mode items are Screw Attack and Echo's Boost, and or doing a Cannonball Wall Crawl. We need. Oh, and Audra also needs a Echo Visor out of Putrid Alcove for Sentinel's Path. The boost is needed for Sank entrance, and Screw Attack is always needed.
All right, Bash is just going ahead and getting Grapple Guardian out of the way now.
Yep, we do know this is a required item. It is a bit unfortunate we haven't cleared all of Upper Torvus yet, so if we need to go back there, we will have to deal with all the bad layers that collecting this item sets.
Bash Prime demonstrating why Sonic Boom is useful.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite discoveries of the past couple of years. Is that Attack is actually, or Sonic Boom is actually good.
Yeah, what's really fun, what's really great combo is double damage Sunburst, because that practically sends Grapple Guardian into phase 2 right away. Number 1, and number 2, it one shots Boost Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Aldraxis has been having, it should be noted, a little bit of trouble with this Powerbomb Guardian, but now she's on the last slot, which is free.
Yeah, Boost makes this fight so much easier. All right, Captain. Did you call it? Is something in Phase 1 Mining Tunnel? Unfortunate.
Nope. Missile Tank. We're getting the Life Grove routine now from Uncle Reggie in the meantime. Ooh, not quite. Yeah, Uncle Reggie's getting Life Grove tunneled really hard here.
Yep.
All right, Fungal Hall access, or B rather, missiles.
There's the boost!
Boost locked by boost. You love to see it. Oh, the last worm key.
Oh, no.
Wouldn't it be great if this was... actually, there really isn't any major Echo items left. Wouldn't this be great if this was a translator?
That'd be pretty bad.
Aww. Ugh, that's a nasty spot for boost, though.
Yeah, 3 checks left here for Elias in Lower Mines. This would be very unfortunate if... one down.
That was a
very
burger.
Unfortunate if it doesn't pay out.
Dungeon is dead.
I think Aether Tablet absolutely needs Screw Attack on OP or PCA. Otherwise, this starts to look pretty like a pretty poor situation for them.
Indeed.
Now that said, if Screw Attack is in Echoes, there are so many ways that Echoes can be routed. But if it's in Prime, Reggie will be first to it at this point. If it's not here. Emerald required 2. I don't think Emerald was locking anything.
It's not needed for Plaza. We don't need to go to Boost Guardian. It's needed to get into Sank Entrance.
You're right.
How did we miss that?
Bash, I suspect, would be able to skip it. I don't know if Aether would.
Yeah.
Do some wall crawl in there, though.
To skip it in this context, you would have to go out of bounds. One of the places you could do that is the Grand Wind Chamber Tunnel. Okay, Light Suit and Elder Chamber.
Sing?
Whoops! Right off you go. Okay. I mean, that kind of helps.
That's amazing. Bash has 2 of every type of key, which is the least is no more helpful than having no keys.
All right, where's our Draxus going? Is this a save warp? This looks like at least a pivot save. And OP had, I assume, nothing.
Ooh, unfortunate. Yeah, I don't hate to play. These checks were pretty valuable in terms of being latent logic, but also like logically accessible. Yeah, it looks like the strategy of this kind of rushing the known locations may have paid out this time.
By the way, you're used to seeing Flagra an hour and 10 minutes in?
Yeah, from the front no less, even with Spider Ball and Supers coming from the back. But honestly, with the new competitive cutscene, it's really not that much slower to just do Flagra from the front. Yeah, this has been in logic for a long time.
All right, nothing of importance in Boombox.
In the meantime, I'm going to be taking down Grapple Guardian as well. So yeah, we are running out of places in Prime where this Screw Tech can be, if it even is in Prime. Don't know if we've seen, like... Surely Reggie checked, like, Elder Chamber and stuff on coming back into...
He did, because that's what netted Light Suit.
Right. So it's like Frigate and Chozo Ice Temple, it's Storage Cave and Fen. I think that's about all we haven't seen between the 2 runners anyways.
Okay, I see what Audraxis did there. She pivot saved in order to fight Grapple Guardian and pick up the artifact and reset.
Ah, nice. Yep.
That's not a bad play at all, because for all we know, we could have to go to rear side Torvis at any point to pick up Screw Attack still.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, here is our first dive into Sanctuary.
Yeah, plenty available to us here. Now, I guess without Screw Attack... Well, God. Imagine... Oh, is that Emerald? I looked for the translator.
If it was, Bash would have gotten it, though. That's a Thermal Visor. Which it looks like he wants to grab for Reggie. All right, nothing of importance on Ghosts.
Nice BSJ to get up here, skip the whole portal puzzle.
Yeah, would have liked Screw Attack to be able to do that skip, but without it, kind of just got to improvise.
Mm-hmm. I'll just saying, in Torvis here, this to me kind of suggests we're also looking to make this Vault Elevator play.
Unfortunately, this is going to send Audra further away from Echo Visor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is unfortunately starting to not look really great for Aether Tablet, because it's starting to look like Prime does not have screw attack.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Screw attack in area, anybody?
Oh gosh.
All
Yeah,
right.
I do like it's a good corner to cut. I like the play of prioritizing the areas where you have artifacts
Now,
and SDKs.
that being said, Bash just reset out of Sanctuary
Oh.
and is going back to Dark Torvis. I'm very curious as to the reasoning behind this play. This save appears to be
Oh, I think it's because I think we want to go do Sank entrance. I think
right.
Reggie is close enough to full clear that like before long we just want to have all those artifacts so Reggie can just finish.
Yeah, I get what's happening here. Bash is going back for Sank entrance now, and can check Fortress Transport Access because absolutely nothing of significance was found between main research and mini gyro.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, no sense in keeping any of those items.
Question is how. Oh, we can wall crawl from the elevator. Yeah. Okay. So Bash can go. I wonder if is this what Bash is doing? We can go out of bounds in this elevator and take that all the way to Sank entrance if we want, and then continue our Sank reading. Oh, no, this isn't. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
This is Hall of Honor dead.
I think the last. No, that was an STK inventory A. Where is the last artifact besides Sank entrance?
That is. What is that? That's a translator. I think that's Emerald.
Okay.
That literally just got put into logic, BTW. Like we just found Boost Ball.
Yeah, Echo's Boost was bad. Boost and Emerald showing up late makes me a little bit suspicious of the Torvis Plaza Boost Guardian area.
This seat is stupid.
We also do have some very stupid options available to us in Sanctuary if this is a caretaker seat for Screw Attack.
Yeah. Although, if this is a caretaker seed, what Bash is most likely going to just do is boost jump past watch station access.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he now no longer has to go out of bounds at GFMC.
That is nice.
So yeah, it does seem like this seed is now turning up Team Green versus Orange, despite the early advantages of Aether Tablet's early game routing. It's just unfortunate Adraxis did not actually more so sequence break that Dark Torvis play, because at the time she did not have bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that ledge clip jump from Bash did pay off pretty well there. Nice BSJ from Otter as well. Get up and grab this thermal visor.
Oh, and
yeah, here we go.
Elias is just about to grab Boost Ball.
And so, yeah, both teams now go minus... Oh, no. So what am I talking about? Go minus one. Yeah, 2 still for...
Prime can almost logically full clear the seed.
Mm-hmm.
Just missing a gravity suit.
So there's maybe still an out here. Screw Attack's in, like, Frigate.
So
I
we
kind of expect Elias to be Frigate soon, maybe?
And we found all of our worm keys. Screw Attack could actually just be chilling on Amorphous right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the seed really, besides the bomb skerfuffle, has not been nearly as spicy as it could have been.
Yeah.
All right, Fortress Transport Access here contains missiles.
Can we find a Screw Attack hint? That would be lovely.
Oh, we found gravity. While in Morph Ball, press A to drop bombs. But yes, we have a gravity suit in Hall of Combat Mastery.
Interesting.
This is our first peek of this area. This only got put into Logic recently courtesy of bombs, and unfortunately, looks like Audra pulled out of Morph Ball a little too early. And just lost the gates.
Nice quads. And yeah, Elias definitely interested in doing Frigate here.
Yeah, he wants to wall boost Hydro Access Tunnel, but absolutely needs that boost ball to do so. So yeah, Aldraxis is just going to probably reload the area with the portal terminal.
In the meantime, so it's kind of a flashback to earlier. Elias gonna bash his head against the trick while Audra looks for the item to make the trick not necessary anymore.
In the meantime, enjoy... What was that yeet? I just saw the power bomb hit, and then suddenly the pirate just yeeted to the right.
Oh. Right. Answer not in Hazing Cliff.
To answer question chat, the last non-sank entrance artifact is in Ventilation Area A. I think.
I thought that was an STK, but I could be wrong.
No, Vent Area A is an artifact.
Okay. But yes, in that case, yes, neither runner has been back there since bombs were so late.
All right.
You think about it, Screw Attack can be like such trivial places as like bioenergy production.
Bioenergy production, storage C.
Yep.
There is also an artifact. There are both Vent Area A and Vent Shaft had artifacts, to clarify with chat.
Yeah, but I believe both Prime players have already picked up their Vent Shaft artifacts.
Yes, they did.
The big difference in routing was that Reggie turned around there, whereas Elias pushed all the way through lower mines.
All right, gravity suit acquired for Elias, so he can now proceed through Frigate. Now Prime can actually full clear the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is some pretty high grade spice right here. All right, missile related upgrade there. Oh no, Screw Attack in the tunnel!
Oh boy.
Oh, that is, for me, that is like one of the most insulting places it can be. For the record, I would like to state that for the record. That is like one of the most insulting spots for Screw Attack for me, because I normally Screw Attack into the tunnel. But I think Audraxis is going to just instant morph, slow jump instant morph.
Yeah, this is really bad though. Bash presumably is going to find this in just a minute, and that is going to be true go mode for Team Green versus Orange.
So yeah, for Prime, technically the seed was solved once they picked up Boost Ball in Life Grove Tunnel. And then Echoes just had to do the rest here in Upper Dynamo Works, which means Cobalt's required. Now, where has that run off to?
Yeah, oops. Yeah, actually, every single translator was required this seed, given that the Space Jump was in Sandcache.
And Violet is given by default, so... Mm-hmm.
Oops, all colors.
Oops, all colors. But yeah, Uncle Reggie's about to experience the 17-square maze.
See, actually, I don't... See, yeah... The item was offset there, so Elias somehow picked it up from the other side of the laser. I thought I saw that, but I wasn't confident enough to say it.
Wait,
but now, yeah, Elias managed to cheat that maze, I think, because of the item models for these keys being a little offset. That's so funny.
Shh. You know, it makes sense, because I could have sworn I counted 16 when Elias picked up the key. And I just rounded up because I thought I might have been off a little.
Mm-hmm.
But no, for context, folks, the solution to the maze is an even number of squares between, I think, 17 and 57, not counting some number in the 30s. Somewhere along that line. And to clarify with Chad, yes, there is a way to skip Sentinel's path without Echo Visor with a Screw Attack Unmorph. Unfortunately, that is some really advanced tech, and that could take a while if Audraxis is forced to do that.
Oh yeah, Bash is leaving Sank. Now this could just be to pick up Ventaria A. But...
He just went right past Sand Canyon, though, so this is to Aegon Energy Controller.
Yeah.
Because why not? An hour and 20 minutes, and we haven't seen Aegon Energy Controller.
There is a decent amount to do here in Aegon, so we'll see how diverted Bash gets from going back to Sank. Because that could delay Go Mode by a bit here.
A Screw Attack would actually probably save him. A hint here would actually probably save him. Well, I say save him, but again, Team Green versus Orange is in a very good position right now.
Yeah, I just don't know when Otter ever finds that Echo without a hint, and Otter has no means to get hints. Like, even if it was hinted somewhere, like, Otter's not... Unless Cobalt turns up, like, right now. I don't know how Otter ever gets that info.
Oh, that looked good for a second there. That's the Light Suit and Elder Chamber.
And that's one of those, like, thanks, game. Just what I needed. More places to look for what I actually need.
So unfortunately, Reggie's not going to be able to just save warp out of Not Hive Chamber, but MQB here to go and finish the game. He's still going to be... Well, actually, I believe this is the end of Uncle Reggie's game here. I'm pretty sure he's actually about to finish up. So once he clears Lower Mines, I do believe he's just going to go to Artifact Temple anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Reggie has done Frigate yet, but if...
Oh,
if
yes,
so,
yes,
then
Frigate.
that would be... I think that might be the last couple things. Yeah, Bash... Okay, Bash is biting on Aegon. I mean, I get it. There is plenty of new things that have come into logic here with the really late bombs that we didn't get to do the first time.
Yeah, because Sand Processing again, we couldn't BSJ because we were missing the B.
Yeah, Audra's still fighting this instant morph here. This is not easy.
Yeah, hence again why I say it's most insulting for me to see Screw Attack in there.
Mm-hmm. Now this might be coming up on... I'm trying to think what Elias has left. Maybe Elias hasn't cleaned up the plasma lock things in Fen?
I know he's peaked the majority of them. I think the only one he might be missing is Storage Cave.
Mm-hmm. Cannonball and Sand Processing. Nice. Nice boost locked boost substitute.
Game, please. That ain't funny. Well, there's the last, there's an Inghive, the last Inghive key. No, that's the last Torvus key, I think. Because, yeah, we know there is a Torvus key hinted in Aegon, and that is a key hinted in Aegon, so...
I really hope it's not just on Chica. That would be pretty bad.
You mean,
Screw Attack, but I guess, yeah, Cobalt on Chica would be
I was about to say, the only thing that could be
logically.
on Chica at this point is Cobalt Translator.
Oh, right, yeah, of course. We know where Screw Attack is. It's literally right here.
Yeah, because it's just chilling in the tunnel, which, unfortunately, again, Audraxis is having a lot of trouble with this instant morph. And again, I sympathize completely. This is, again, some people actually have no trouble with the instant unmorph. We saw in the Swiss rounds, as well with that, there was some fun times getting into that tunnel.
Yeah. It's a difficult trick. Otter may be pulling up a video here. But it totally makes sense. Like, even if this takes a while, like, we have literally no idea where Cobalt is. Having to hunt potentially through the whole seed
But
to
yeah.
find Cobalt is just not reasonable.
Yeah, and we saw team. If you folks recall, Team Orange Cats was able to pick up this with a very swag, I might add, side scan dash into an instant morph practically.
Yeah.
Like, color me impressed, because that was the most impressive way to get into the tunnel I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I was like Raisha kind of coming out of nowhere and just stunned me with some amazing movement this tournament. I really hope they're able to continue racing.
Yeah, with regret, Team Orange Cats had to drop out as Swiss rounds were wrapping up due to circumstances beyond anyone's control.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as far as Bash is concerned, he is in a screw attack. As far as green versus orange is concerned, yeah, it's a screw attack casino. Have fun, literally full clearing the whole game looking for screw attack.
Yeah, when you have everything else, screw attack really doesn't lock all that much.
Yeah, we know Amorbus is dead. That's about it. Ice spreader, nice.
Yeah, that's true. Bash could head into Taurus. For the same kind of reason as earlier, I like Sank still here, just because, you need to go there for... So where's Bash's... So we have Sentinel's Path. What's the last STK?
Sentinel's Path and, give me a minute. We did Torvus Temple access. It wasn't in Frigate. We did... Yeah, it's not Torvus Temple access. It's not anywhere in Plaza. To answer your question, Shaq, Cobalt Translator... Cobalt Translator can be on Tumos.
That would be a pretty rude location for it after all this.
Wait, no. No, it can't. No, it can't. That's locked by Screw.
Oh,
Never mind.
Tumos is... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, never mind.
I read that and thought Olier.
Airy could have Cobalt Translator.
That is true.
But yeah, Screw Attack cannot be on Tumos, ever.
Oh, that was so close. Yeah, Audra's getting close. You got this.
Sorry, chat. So that all being said, Oh yeah, Uncle Reggie actually still doesn't have Gravity Suit. Bash has yet to go to Hall of Combat Mastery. Alright, so it looks like Bash is...
Yo, the Baja Special! I've never seen anyone else do that but myself, but I have somehow ended up behind that thing on numerous occasions. In particular... Well, and Bash has boost. I'm surprised normally that happens to me when I have Cannonball and the camera is being uncooperative.
Yeah, well, I think Bash wanted to abort. Bash was initially going back to Torvus, but aborted it to get to open up Transport Center just in case. Because things happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're seeing Ice Temple now from Elias, which I think we've seen already. Bash avoiding getting Seeker missiled.
So yeah, we do have 6 hints that we can get pretty quickly here with Emerald now.
And for some reason, there is no progression in Underground Tunnel.
Well, Reggie won't even need to be sitting in front of our Artifact Temple. Like, once Reggie's full clear, he's done.
Thanks for
beat the game.
G-Game, thanks for the Boost Ball hint. That locked Boost Ball. That locked Boost Ball, or that locked Emerald Translator. Yeah, because for reference, chat, Prime Boost was in Path of Roots. That locked Echo's Boost in Life Grove Tunnel. That locked Emerald Translator in Hall of Honor Dead.
Yeah.
What?
That's not even getting into the wave beam and bombs logic.
Yeah, Echoes was expected to go to Storage A to get Wave Beam and then wait for bombs, which were in Security Cave. Which meant Echoes had to go to Storage B to pick up Ice Beam first.
And yeah, Reggie is heading to Artifact Temple. As far as I'm aware, Reggie has full cleared, so they don't know where Screw Attack is, but they know it's somewhere in Echoes, and Reggie has all the items needed to beat the game, so...
Yeah, and unfortunately, Aldraxis is just getting really jammed up on this instant morph here.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked good for a second there. Meanwhile, Elias is opening up the door to Thardus, as I believe both runners have already fought Thardus, but this is just a highway now.
Oh no, Bash might be doing a blind Chica fight.
I mean, it could still be Cobalt Translator for all we know.
Yep.
We also haven't seen Cash B either.
True.
Because that was bomb locked down the first pass.
We do still have Cannonball, so it's not the worst Chica fight.
Cannonball, Annihilator Beam. Yeah, this fight would be easy. Actually going for the refill. No, I think he actually is going to try and fight Chica in a second here.
It does look like it. Just a missile.
Right.
Cobalt is logically required to avoid this trick that Audra is working on here. Because this item is locked by Spider Guardian, which is locked by Cobalt.
In the meantime, angry dragon noises. So yeah, we had a required Thardus, but that's it as far as bosses are concerned this seed so far.
True.
But yeah, this seed, folks, has kind of slowed to a crawl for both teams. Now, that being said, once Uncle Reggie finishes, they'll be only taking half time to proceed through the rest of the seed. Because we do take the combined finish times to determine the winner.
Yeah, so this will end up being, I think, a pretty decisive advantage for Team Green versus Orange. With Reggie being able to finish up here in just a few minutes. Whereas, yeah, Audra will need that, at the very least, to find that emerald to get into Sank entrance for Elias to be able to clear.
Oh yeah, BTW Light Suit just lets you chill in the water. Oh, and Chica's not flinching here either. Oh, sure, okay. Oh, probably because it took too long.
Yeah, I think I think you want to do that for a bit, but then kind of move into the normal, like, Mac onto the platform.
Now, I assume if you have Dark Suit, you can just tank the water damage.
Yeah, I think that strat still works. If you're able to tank the damage even without Light Suit. But still a pretty quick fight for Bash there. And bye-bye. Oh. Bye-bye.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, it looks like Otter has decided to give up on this trick, at least for now. So that will add potentially Cobalt to the list of Go Mode items.
Yeah.
We are running out of places for it.
I mean, I'm trying to think of where it could be a main gyro, it could be an airy, it could be in the vault side. If Cobalt Translator is effectively in vault side Sank, like in Watch Station.
The caretaker seat, no.
Yeah, like, because I don't think Cobalt can be in vault.
No.
But it could be in Watch Station. Or Watch Station Access, even. In which case, yeah, it's a forced caretaker seed.
Oh, ATS. Is ATS the last? ATS and Sentinel's Path? Is that what we're missing?
Yes, ATS and Sentinel's Path are the last two keys.
Yeah, I don't know. I do kind of like clearing out Sank first here as Bastion, I think, before Torvis. Just like, you know you need to go do a bunch of stuff in Sank. So why not hope that you can find Screw Tech there too? Now we're gonna skip this caretaker requirement. Doing a roll jump there, that might have been enough. Yeah, nicely done.
Alright, we got a Boost Guardian fight now from Bash Prime. That looks like missiles. Or was that that was Sunburst in that was Sunburst in the half pipe.
Okay. It's a little bit nice for Empering one, but probably not worth too much, spending too much time to pick up. Yeah, I mean, the Screw Attack was unhinted so far that we're aware of. Yeah, and like personally, I kind of like to.
Well, there's our last hive key. Meantime, Bash is going to check the plaza area. E-Tank in Cat West.
Not been doing Sank. Huh. Where the heck is Cobalt?
Audraxis cannot go to Hive Gyro due to a missing Echo Visor.
Actually, no, we didn't see O'Lear, did we?
We did not see O'Lear. We did not see Sank Temple access.
True, yeah, that's a Margit. Yeah, Echo is a Margit. Actually, yeah, stuff like main gyro chamber is a Margit too.
I had to Google for a second because Elias never picked up Audraxis' main power bombs.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, she's busting out here. She's going back to Aegon. And meanwhile, a single G for Uncle Reggie.
Nicely done. This puts Bash in a pretty good position here. He's starting to run out of things to do that aren't Sank. This should eventually be pushed into the Dynamo Works to find that Screw Attack. Yeah, Reggie is full clear.
Now, if I were in this scenario, I think I would push the lower Torvis hints. Which I think that's exactly what Bash Prime is about to do.
Makes sense. I'm trying to think if is there any stuff we didn't do in Lower Torvis when we were down there? Bash was pretty thorough. I think Lower Torvis might actually be full clear, but it's still relatively quick to route on those hints and you can take the vault side elevator to Sank after you're done.
Oh, here's another Emerald hint. Quad has Wave Buster.
Nice. Well, I don't think Reggie will be needing that, given that he is already done.
I think the only other major Prime item we're missing here is Flamethrower.
Okay. So we did the BSJ and the Scandash rather than just... Oh, we have Cannonball.
Wants to keep Cannonball.
Yeah.
I mean, if it were me personally, I'd have sacked it at this point, because you've already beaten Chica. That's the one thing you really need Cannonball for. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Bash Prime is absolutely pushing hints right now. Because, I mean, that's pretty much your only way of figuring out where Screw Attack is, if it's even in your game now. I'm trying to think what was in the Echoes game. A lot of things were, like Wave Beam, both space jumps, a boost ball.
Yeah, even as a player that highly value... Oh, no.
Cobalt is Echo-locked!
That sucks for Audra. And Audra's even clearing Aegon first before Torvis, so like this will, not even net the Echo that she's missing.
Oh, that's just an ouch. That's just an ouchies.
Cobalt is in main gyro chamber, locked by the Echo that was skipped in Upper Dark Torvis. Future Alcove. Future Alcove for Echo. So Audra cut that corner, which I think was a good play, just didn't work out here because there were no SDKs or artifacts in Upper Torvis. So you could Upper Dark Torvis. So you could reasonably try to skip that area and hope that you find all the progression you need while actually hunting down the keys.
Yeah.
It worked out pretty well for a while, right? Like they kept up in terms of the artifact and SDK count. It's just unfortunate that was there.
And because Bash sequence broke that Echo Visor before getting the SDK hints and dipped when he did, then everything just kind of worked out better that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Bash is opening this and then hopefully reading the... Not reading the hint? Oh, right. He's going straight for Cobalt Translator. I guess this kind of is the push he needed to get into Sanctuary.
Yeah, see, it's one of those, like even as a player that I highly value hints, you have so little left to do that, like, even getting a hint isn't necessarily that much faster than just literally full clearing at this point. Because, like, I think everything he has left in his entire game is here in Sank, so you might as well just go clear it.
Uncle Reggie discovering Hall of Combat Mastery had Gravity Suit, and Bash is about to walk right into it. Flamethrower, where was Flamethrower? Sank Temple Access.
This is actually smart. You can rule out a couple locations that Bash doesn't have to look for now.
Oh, yeah.
Reggie being thorough in the credits actually is a pretty heads-up play here. It looks like, with the way Bash is routing, should stumble on this pretty quickly. We might check these, a couple quick checks here in Hazing Cliff first, but... Oops.
No, he's just going for it. He's going to see Screw Attack in the tunnel.
Alright, and that will put Bash and Team Green versus Orange in go mode. Bash will just have to do the fun trick. Let's see how it goes on his end.
Go mode with one player already finished.
Yeah. It is a bit unusual. Don't often have seeds play out where Prime actually truly full clears and is in go mode. And there we go. Bash sees the Screw Attack. Knows that this is the one he needs. Wow, that's already open. I didn't even realize he already opened that.
Well, it's not even that it's open. It's open on the light side, but there's a red force field about to block his way here. So the only way out is back out. And he did that to unload the quads.
Mm-hmm. This has got to be a save warp. Surely we're not checking in cache 2 here.
All right, so Bash is now going to bash his head against the wall. Or more so, bash his head against the tunnel.
Why are we doing in cache 2?
Yeah, that's out of
No. This could be Echo. This could be Echo or Emerald in Otter's mind. Never mind. Because we don't know, because Otter is not Go -1, so it's entirely possible that one piece of the Go mode is locking others.
Yeah, and unfortunately, she doesn't know that this cannot even be Cobalt, because Cobalt locks, or because Echo Visor locks Cobalt Translator.
Well, she knows
Ooh.
it can't be Cobalt because Cobalt is locking Screw Attack. She does know that much, at least. But this, I think, could be Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or potentially Echo, yeah. Yep. Okay, never mind. I like this.
But yeah, Bash has Screw Attack now, so he will save warp and go finish the game.
Yep, we just need... So it's... Sentinel's Path real quick here, and Area Training Site. So yeah, both SDKs in spitting distance of us here.
Ooh, that one looked like Audra bent too far forward. That looks... Oh, that looked
so
close.
Yeah, this is a pretty precise dash. Need to get a good distance and a good bend.
So yeah, folks, the story of this seed is, once again, Echoes was expected to stay put after picking up a Prime item until such time as Prime got Morph Ball bombs.
Yeah, and especially like with ice being available early, and then the item that you find being waved, which probably puts like 30 or 40 checks in logic. You just gotta hope your Prime player goes to the right place if you're actually playing the seed logically and not just quitting out to a pivot save.
Yeah, that was an absolutely insane logic chain. This has been a pretty spicy seed. The end game really slowed down a little bit just because we were in audience no mode for a while, but because of just the way our runners routed, they ended up putting off the end game checks for a hot minute. But yeah, the ATS key up on the wall. Okay, sure. Get out of portal, boost off floor, casually wind up in Sentinel's path. Haven't seen that one before. Or wait, didn't Miguel do that during the GDQ run? Actually, I think Miguel actually did that.
Yeah, I think the default terminal's fall respawn point is there or something. I don't actually know exactly how that works.
To answer a question in chat, what's happening here is that Audraxis is trying to scan dash to this door up here to get to Incash 2. Unfortunately, it's a very difficult scan dash because you have to bend it a little bit. Furthermore, you just barely get enough height.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, logically this is locked by Screw Attack, but Audra could be thinking that Screw Attack is available before one of the other items that she needs.
There we go.
And therefore, this would be a pretty valuable sequence break, given that this check is very out of the way to come back to once you leave Aegon. And there is the save warp for Bash, who is ready to head to final bosses.
So yeah, to clarify with chat, you can kind of bend scan dashes with angling the control stick just the right way, and also delaying your R button press.
So yeah, Bash probably in a pretty comfortable spot. Reggie actually already finished 12 minutes ago, which is plenty of time to finish your final bosses as that goes. So even if you see 2 dot duns in rapid succession from your opponents here, you are still pretty well positioned to come out with a W. So yeah, we see Bash taking some time to farm some ammo. can play this pretty safe if you'd like.
And with that, looking forward in the challenge, this match did kind of jam up the lower brackets a little bit, just unfortunately due to the need to reschedule and there not being any earlier availability from either team. So going into lower brackets round 3, the winner of this match will face likely Team Green versus Orange at this point. Will be facing Partners in Prime, the second seeded group in this brackets.
Yeah, they are a very scary matchup. So that will be it should be a really good race, honestly. I am definitely looking forward to catching that one.
Yes, and the winner of that match will go on to face the winner of Nicey versus PVC Pipe. That match has not yet been performed.
Yeah,
it is currently
next week.
It's scheduled for next Sunday afternoon. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, not a whole lot of matches back to back. Not nearly as chaotic as things were in the Swiss days.
Yeah, but pace of matches does tend to slow down a bit as we get to the end here, but there are some real good. All these matches in the top 8 have been very good.
They have, absolutely. You know, even though we got booted out of the tournament in our lower brackets match, that was still a fantastic race.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and the field has felt very even this year. Like anybody could beat anybody. If you just find the right routes, execute well on a particular day. All of these teams in the brackets were dangerous.
Chat asking, can we get green versus orange and orange versus green? To answer that question, potentially. Team Orange versus Green is currently in the upper bracket semis.
Yeah, somehow we pulled off the upset of Partners in Prime. If we had lost that match, then actually it would have been the next match, but we somehow pulled it out.
Well, depending on how Team Green versus Orange keep on going, you might end up... Chat might end up getting the matchup they're wishing for here.
I mean, yeah, Partners in Prime have a 0% win rate against orange and green themed teams, so you never know.
That I did not know.
Well, I think they've only... Because I don't think they've played Team Green versus Orange, right? I think they've only played the one match against us. Which we,
yeah, because I think they were in different... We were in different groups.
That was finally that Emerald fraud, or I'm not going to be happy to see that there. But even if you had found it earlier, right? Like, Poos came in so late, particularly with how Elias routed. That was maybe the 4th or 5th to last check in Elias's game.
I almost really want Aldraxis to get to Underground Tunnel for the Emerald Translator hint, because that is, I would like to again remind the audience that is an Emerald Translator hint locked by Emerald Translator, which was locked by Echo's Boost, which was locked by Prime Boost, which was locked by Echo's Grapple Beam, which was locked by Prime Spider Ball.
Oh boy. Andovania is one of the programs of all time. Alright, in the meantime, we can see if Bash can avoid getting centered here. Looks like a whiff on that first screw attack. He's going to try to... We're going to opt for Dark Beam strats, looks like.
Yeah, he's got this under control. Yeah, as long as you see Dark Samus throw up her shield once, then you should be safe to do Dark Beam strats. Because sometimes if she just doesn't throw up her shield and she just tanks a missile to the face, she'll just instantly go invincible and go into DS4. It must be RNG whether or not she decides to do that too. Nevertheless,
There we go. Get your GGs in chat for Team Green versus Orange, who do take down this race.
indeed, an Aether tablet has forfeited. They decided they've had enough, and I don't blame them, frankly.
We will try to get all these runners in here for an interview.
Bash's race time comment: GD at screw attack.
Welcome in
Hello.
to Team Green versus Orange. GG.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whoa, Bash is
Yeah.
a robot.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dynamo works.
Yep, Dynamo works.
Dynamo works. Of course it does.
The rare occurrence, honestly, it hasn't shown up that much this year, but it has reared it's come back to rear its ugly head once again. But yes, GG's to you, congratulations.
Thank you.
So the big break, unfortunately, Team Aether Tablet is actually quite a bit behind here. They did
Was it
not.
Raybeam?
No, it was Echo Visor.
Really? Interesting.
E
GG's.
GG to
So
Team Green
I'm-
versus Team Orange. I'm happy to have lost to a green team instead of an orange team.
As it should be.
So you're not going to be happy to hear this, but Echo Visor was in Putrid Alcove.
Oh, really? I don't know where that is.
That's the power bomb. That's the room in Dark Torvis, right past the Dark Forgotten Bridge portal that needs power bombs. That has that sort
Dark
of
The little
fish water.
hamburger.
That thing,
The what?
yeah.
Dark lava hamburger.
Oh, I see. Now that I understand.
Yeah, so I floundered in late game just looking for screw attacks. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? And then that cobalt
We
hit
also
showed up, I'm
floundered
like,
in late game because of Screw Attack.
Yeah,
Um,
Audraxis tried to do the instant morph into the Dynamoworks tunnel, but was having a lot of trouble with it.
Yeah, I imagine she found screw attack way before I did because I just
Yes.
did not go in that part of Stank for 2 hours.
But we never got it. Yeah.
Oh god. Did you get the cobalt hint? That would have hinted
No,
towards Spider
we
Guardian.
just now got Emerald, which was giving me my last artifact.
Oh yeah, that emerald was such a troll too.
Not to mention, the underground tunnel hint said that Emerald Translator was in Hall of Honor dead, which a hint that was locked by Emerald Translator, which was locked by Echo's Boost Ball, which was locked by Prime Boost Ball, which was locked by Prime Grapple Beam. Yeah, by Echo's Grapple Beam, which was locked by Prime Spider Ball.
What a fun logic chain.
Also,
I
shout
had
outs
so
to
much-
you. Sorry, Bash, to cut you off for a second. Just
Okay.
shout outs, by the way, to you logically having to stay put in storage A for however long it took to get Prime
Yeah.
to Security Cave.
Yeah, we were terrified it was on Flagra, and it
I
just was,
was
like early bombs.
too. Like we got super missiles pretty early at the end of like one logic chain, and I was like, that's kind of suspicious because nothing's in the tree. And then once I had Spider, I was just like, ghosts are there, but I need to go to mines. So Sun Chamber checks for some of the last ones I did, and I was thankful that putting them off was the right call.
This was tough because I still had artifacts for Reggie, and I needed to go back to Aegon to get Vent Area A. But then I knew that if the SDK, if the Chica key wasn't in Sand Canyon, which it was more likely to not be there, then I would need to go to Bioenergy to get Storage C, because those were my last remaining light Aegon checks. So that's why I dialed back there when I did, because I wanted to just be prepared in case of Chica being a thing. And then also got Emerald, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just go to Torvis then and just grab stuff. And then nothing showed up. I'm like, oh my god.
We were about to Hail Mary Chica before we.
I did that.
Emerald.
It was a light ammo expansion.
Tight.
Yeah,
I was
so
I was so confident. I'm like, it's gonna be here.
this seed was insanely front loaded. I think by the time 15 minutes went by,
Yeah.
Prime had space jump, space jump, morph ball, bombs. Both of you immediately get a suit as your first checks. BTW. That was a little comical as well.
Mm-hmm.
Echoes getting their beams practically one on top of the other. You know, light and dark both in prime, practically next to each other, followed by Annihilator and Doomed Entry.
Yeah,
and
by
the
the
beams let
time
you get out.
we got wave, like it was just go basically clear the game in prime, and then
I love that mode.
we get progression along the way, and it's just like, oh, I don't have to orphan this. Oh, I don't have to orphan that.
Yeah,
BT,
that wave is insane. I love it.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Is
Audra
Artaxis-
went there like a couple minutes earlier, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the play! This is how they get back into it."
Yeah.
And then Bash goes down there too. I'm like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, so I knew it was in logic. I just like I needed a excuse to pivot, and so thankfully, I think at that point I had gotten light beam or something. Or no, I think I got bombs. No, I didn't get bombs. I got something that made me more comfortable with doing it. I think it was just getting like
It would have been interesting.
Probably
if you
both-
had gotten bombs without
probably
that
both
wave beam.
there was
beams.
something.
Probably both
There was-
beams.
Oh, it might have been what the hell?
Because early on, you had both beams, supers, and seeker missiles.
Yeah, like it was available earlier. I mean, I had seekers, but then like there was something in particular that like really it might have been gravity boost where I'm just like, all right, I can pivot and just do this. What was it? There was some item I got. Like it might have been like after dark beam and stuff, but I think I just because I was able to pivot save back in Aegon, and then I'm like, all right, I can do this, reload, and then just go straight for like Temple Ground / Torvus stuff. I figured I was gonna find like my bombs or something, not wave beam. What's more insane about that wave beam being on storage A is that I've had that there in the last cross game tournament with Digglewrath, and I
Oh
found
my.
that completely unexpectedly.
Just to cut in for a second, is Audra joining the booth?
Oh no. They they're
Okay.
very tired and
Okay.
just sleep.
Yeah, Audra, I think played like 16 hours of Super Metroid this weekend.
Oh my god!
There
Yeah,
was a-
they've been going hard on Metroid this whole weekend.
Yeah.
This was the last thing.
I
I
am
see.
thankful I got sleep because I was crunching for work this past week, leading to the weekend.
I hear you.
And
My
so-
last couple of weeks at work were pretty swamped.
I was exhausted yesterday.
So that being said, so yeah, unfortunately, because Audra did not get bombs, it did not sequence break Dark Torvus. She never found Echo Visor, and that just unfortunately made the end game kind of a headache for Aether Tablet. Not to mention the screw attack in the Dynamo Works tunnel, which for my part personally is one of my most insulting, top 2-3 most insulting locations for screw attack to be in. The top one being in Torvus Lagoon.
We did have one question from
Yeah.
chat, Bash, about the very start of the game. What led you to make that GFMC play rather than heading straight into Aegon?
Because old Patcher, I was in a position to pivot, and like it was so unlikely that like I was gonna get locked by like some morph ball thing leading to power bombs. And then what made that decision easier was getting the expansion. I was just like, so I got the SJ hint in Temple Grounds, and then I'm just like, SJ was there last time we played, so I'm just gonna do that. And just not have to worry too much about cleanup, even though I think I went back to GFMC like 4 times total. So like just it was that like weird early game stuff. Like I had missiles, so I didn't have to worry about soft locking. Yeah, it was just I just thought maybe GFMC would have the SJ for whoever, and then I'll just go from there. And it turned out to be in Dynamo Chamber. Well, they were both in Temple Grounds, so I think it was hinting at Reggie's because that was just available. But that
One of
was
these days,
my
I
thought
hope that
process.
Prime gets hints too.
Eventually, TM.
Eventually, TM.
Once there's a good way to balance them across locations.
Yeah, the blocker we're just like, how do we fix this? And then we just are thinking about it for a few years.
Yeah, I lost so much time looking for screw attack. Like, I figured we had to have like really chill. Like I figured we had to have either we really benefited from something early, which I figured was wave beam, or we were just running the exact same the entire way through. But I don't know. Like
I also don't know.
I lucked on plasma. I mean, that was weird because like
I got
More
plasma
simple was
right
just
after
air.
I beat Thardus, which was fun.
Yeah, so you were able to do some extra checks during like the bombs, quote unquote BK, and that spiked the echo, whereas Otter wasn't able to get that. And then Otter made the pretty reasonable play, in my opinion, of not doing Upper Dark Harvest after we had all the hints and that said there was nothing in Upper Dark Harvest to do.
I
And
just
then, like,
didn't
without
know.
a hint, you're never finding that echo. And the translators were so stupid. With the and Elias also did Lower Mines right away, which also super reasonable. But that delayed the Echo's boost even more, which then means you're never going to get your Emerald. It just didn't really route out well. Like, even though the decisions were all reasonable, it just kind of routed a little better
Like
on the green versus orange side, even with the
lack of bombs
grid
just
deck.
hurts because like I
Yeah.
would have like really
Yeah,
hurts
bombs
because
being in the
otherwise
farthest possible part of Talon was fun.
Yeah, that's the second. Both of your seeds had Both of your seeds had point of no return, hold and wait checks. Because last time it was prime bombs leading to shenanigans for Annihilator and Echo for Emerald Translator, and then this was go to
Wave
storage
beam.
A, get wave beam, wait for bombs.
that was what was that security cave?
Security Cave had
Yeah,
Echo's
that's
bombs.
so-
Yeah, that is
that's so
that is
insane.
literally the furthest part of the world you could possibly have gone, next to mines, obviously. But
I'm like from the prime side, I'm honestly pretty happy with how the way I routed this time. I don't feel like the last time I routed really strongly. And this time I made some gambles, just based off of hunches, and I think they paid off for me and my routing really well.
I felt my early game
Based
was
on the result
much
of this
better.
race, I would agree with you.
I felt my early game was stronger overall. I made a flub because I meant to go check Phazon grounds because it was logical. So that's why I saved and Taurus went back to Great Temple. But then realized that I didn't have Emerald, so I could have just wall crawled, but that actually kind of worked out because I needed to get Pod W for Reggie anyway.
yeah, so by the time but when you did get Emerald Translator, just before then, were you contemplating going out of bounds for FTA and
That was always in the
And
back of
Sank
my
entrance.
mind. I really didn't want to do it because I didn't know where Screw was, and I think it benefited me that I had too much other stuff to do. By the time I got Emerald, well, I guess because like Reggie was I think at that point already in go mode. Insane, that Arbor Chamber.
yeah, Face On and Arbor
I
Chamber
had
was
so much
pretty
of the game
comical.
open. I didn't want to concern myself too much. And then Hall of Honor done like, oh, that's right, that's there. Because I was going back to Aegon to go get to like Aegon energy for the hint and then vent area. But then that Emerald kind of changed things up a bit for me. Where I'm just like, oh, I'll just go to Sink Entrance and just get this. And then I'll go to Aegon from there. Went to Hall of Combat Mastery twice and did not go to Dynamo Works.
Yikes!
Like, it sucks because like I think the reason I didn't go that way was because in the event Torvis had it, it would have been weird. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have been that weird. Like, I knew Sentinel's Path was there though, like after I got hints. And it was just in law, like I had it available to me. But I don't know. I felt I think the Emerald was directing me to Torvis so that I could at least get hints. And then also because I was able to make Chica a known quantity, especially once I got that cannonball. So I think that's why I stuck in Torvis as long as I did, was hoping that check density would be better, Chica potentially having it, and routing the keys in, where I'm like, okay, so Chica could have Screw. So yeah, just unlucky. Unlucky with just Dynamo Works being right there.
Indeed. With that said, Team Green versus Orange, you will now move on to face partners in Prime in lower brackets round 3. Team Orange versus Green is still in the tournament in upper bracket
And winner's
semis.
side.
So,
Wow.
yeah, so it's possible we could have a Green versus Orange, Orange versus Green later down the road.
I see.
I hope
That's
we have
all I
to-
wanted out of this entire tournament.
We
So
have
yeah,
to get revenge on. Oh, I don't know why I'm thinking of Nicey. Partners in Prime though. That's still. I don't think we actually faced them in bracket. So, oh yeah, because they were a different group stage or group in the
Yeah,
group stage.
different pool.
yeah, Partners in Prime went up against Fail Guys and Orange versus Green to get knocked into lower brackets.
Yeah, Dace and Lucarius are terrifying.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
So we have our work cut out for us, but we'll do our best.
All right,
I
well,
think that'll be a good match.
indeed. That being said, any last words, runners and friends, before we wrap up?
It has been a fun tournament.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, even though the circumstances were bizarre, we got to race each other twice.
Hell yeah.
Team Orange versus Green.
Next CGC, the team names are going to be more unhinged.
Good.
I look forward to it. All right. Well, with that said, again, please be sure to give our 4 runners, Uncle Reggie, Elias Thompson, Bash Prime, and Aldraxis follows, because they have all put on a fantastic show for you here on this Sunday evening. So we do thank you for enjoying your weekend with us here. Baja, thank you so much for joining me here in the booth.
Yeah, it was a pleasure commenting with you, Captain.
And yeah, unless another match gets scheduled earlier, we're next going to be seeing you folks Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. for the race of PVC Pipe versus Nicey.
That'll be good. Those are good too.
Yeah.
Those are 2 good teams.
Indeed.
There's some good races going to come up. So the rest of this bracket is going to be fun to watch.
If Partners in Prime beats us, are we allowed to petition SpeedGaming to do an exhibition, Orange versus Green versus Orange?
When we bring back
We just
the
need to
CGC
trade
weeklies.
teammates. We can we need
Oh,
Team
yeah,
Green
there's
versus Orange.
Orange. There's gotta be. We need to have a 4v4 format and just make it absolutely insane. 8 screens on the SpeedGaming.
Could you
CGC
imagine?
Invitational.
Orange,
Just
Green.
2 people, 2 teams.
We're going to need a few extra trackers.
Yeah.
You could do 6v6, Orange, Green, Orange cats.
Oh no.
Okay.
Available on
I'm done.
DirecTV.
This
That's a
infinite
good one.
recursion has to stop. I'm done.
All right. Well, that being said, folks, yeah, that will be all for us tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next mission. Take care.
Bye-bye now.
I'm Bash Prime.